Hello, I'm Laura McHarrie at The Hidden Edge with another T-Reg tip on how to use business models and tools to help you manage your growing business. Today we're looking at the negotiation process and how a tool like Edward de Bono's 6 Thinking Hats can help facilitate a favourable outcome, but only if you have done your prep. So let's have a look at the 4 steps in the negotiation process. There are 4 steps: prepare, discuss, propose and bargain. Unless you've done your full preparation, you won't be able to discuss, propose and bargain. So the preparation element is absolutely key. Assess what your objectives are. Decide on the flexibilities that you have and plan your approach. In the discussion stage, you'll exchange positions, create a positive climate, and use questions and listening skills. Step 3 is the proposal, when you specify what you want and seek compromises on what other people want. And remember what your best alternative to a negotiated agreement is. That's your walk-away point. And then finally, bargaining, modifying requests, trading concessions, and reiterating the value of your solution to the problem. Bearing in mind that the preparation is the important part, here is a negotiation prep sheet. Consider the zone of possible agreement for both parties. Prepare point by point for your case using ethos, pathos and logos. That's credibility, emotional stories and facts and figures. Consider the approach and style of the other party. Agree the ground rules and the guidelines for the meeting. Plan in extra time for contingencies and facilitation. It always takes more time than you think it will. Ensure the true decision makers are present. Be prepared to flex, adapt, and save face. Be vigilant with quality assurances and due diligence. Make sure that you summarise the understanding and draft agreements before you leave the room. It's amazing what some people think they've heard compared to others. And finally, when you leave the room, evaluate the outcome and the process that you've been through. Getting good at negotiation is about practice. And if you look at and reflect on the outcomes and the processes that you've been through, you will learn that much better. I mentioned at the beginning that Edward de Bono's 6 Thinking Hats might help you facilitate the meeting process. The 6 hat method has been widely accepted because it's simple and it's practical and it works. It actually changes how thinking takes place in meetings and elsewhere. Instead of the usual toing and froing arguments, it makes it possible for people to have a constructive discussion. The method is simple. There are 6 imaginary hats, each for different colour. At any moment, a thinker may choose to put on one of the hats, or maybe asked to put one on, or indeed take one off. All people at a meeting can use a hat of a particular colour for a few moments at a time. The hat involves participants in a type of mental role-playing. The blue hat controls the thinking process. It helps to choose the thinking needed. It helps organise the thinking and plans for action. The white hat is about facts. It takes an objective look at data and information. It's neutral and objective. It talks about what do I know and what do I need to know and how do I get that information. The red hat legitimises feelings, hunches and intuition. What do I feel right now? Emotions can change. And there are no reasons or excuses have needed to be given to feel that way. It legitimizes it. The green hat offers the brainstorming opportunity for new ideas and creative thinking. The yellow hat is logically positive, the feasibility and the benefits of a solution. It looks at why an idea is useful. And the black hat is logically critical. It's judgmental and cautionary. It's not negative thinking. That would be the red hat, because that's a feeling. This is about being objectively cautious. The method may seem extremely simple and even childish, but it does work. It works because it sets the rules of the game, and people can then be asked to play to the rules without them feeling foolish. It is simple to learn and has an immediate appeal. The visualization of the hats and the colours help. In fact, although it's virtual, I actually have my own set of the 6 coloured hats. It gives time for deliberate creative effort and gives opportunities for real critical thinking with the black hat on, or real creative thinking with the green hat on. It allows for legitimate expression of feelings and intuition with the red hat on. And it allows an unbinding of thinking so that each mode gets its full attention, and it avoids the confusion of trying to do everything at once. It provides a simple and direct way of switching the thinking without causing offence, which can ensure that all thinkers are able to use the hats instead of sticking to their one particular preferred style. And that separates the ego from performance in the thinking process. So there you go. That is the process of negotiation and Edward de Bono's 6 thinking hats as a tool for facilitation. Have a go, probably internally to start off with. The more you practice, the more you will get better at it. But it is a very useful tool to have in your back pocket when you need to facilitate a negotiation process. So that's it from me. Do download the templates from the Hidden Edge website, and whilst you're there, share your stories of how you've used Edward de Bono's 6 thinking hats and other ways that you've managed to make negotiation work for you. I'm collecting those stories and would love to include yours within that. So until next time, enjoy the rest of this tea break.